The Oklahoma Music Hall of Fame is located in Muskogee and provides outstanding examples of some of Oklahoma's musical best. Our guests today are Angelina Cummings and Michael Rapp. Good to have you kids with us.
Thank you, thank you.
Pleasure. Before we've got some pictures we're going to show in just a couple of minutes about with some of the latest inductees, but before we do that, a little bit about the Hall of Fame itself. Is it open to the public? Can folk just come in and take a tour?
Our hours are actually Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5. Anybody can come in. We have an amazing tour guide, myself, and also Mr. Ron Bourne. He's like our music encyclopedia. I mean, he can tell you anything you want to know about the artists that we have inducted, and even more so, even a lot of their influences, I mean, that aren't from Oklahoma. We started back in 1997 with our first induction class of Merle Haggard, Woody Guthrie, Claude Fiddler-Williams, and Miss Patty Page from right here in Claremore, singing Rage Patty Page. And we have probably about 80 plus inductees that we have. We have the new building, not the new building, but we started in the Frisco Depot building probably about 2001, 2002, and we have a great space, and public is welcome to come in anytime they want.
It's great information. Angelina, we have such an incredible wealth of musical talent
in
and
abundance.
from Oklahoma.
Absolutely.
And those who have passed on already.
Absolutely.
I mean, that puts us head and shoulders above a lot of states.
You know, it really does. Every genre, from jazz, I think that's probably the most surprising, is Oklahoma has jazz roots. Folk, there's classic, there's rock, I mean, you name it, and there's an inductee from every genre.
And show music, you have Broadway as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's incredible. Somebody was talking the other day about, well, I didn't know he wrote that, or I didn't know she wrote this.
Definitely.
And I mean, it's like there's a booklet out, I think, or a book out about some of the folks that have contributed to the music scene.
The Oklahoma Music Guide, I'm sorry, yes. Dr. Hugh Foley put that book out.
Yeah, he's quite a talent.
Yeah, definitely. Right here at Ryder State as well. It's a good person to have here for music history.
We've had him on before, and he was incredibly knowledgeable. We have some pictures. I'd like to show the folks at home and have you all identify them.
Okay.
And and you can just see them on the monitor here, as we take a look at each one, perhaps you can shed a little light on who they are and what they've done for the folks that might not know.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Definitely.
Let's take a look at the first one.
Tom Paxton. Tom Paxton is a great folk singer. Had a huge influence on Pete Seeger. From Chicago, and actually by way of Bristow, came to Bristow he was about 10 years old, graduated from Bristow High School, and went on to the University of Oklahoma, where he graduated with a drama degree. Then went on to the Army and got discharged about 1965, and from there he played like the Gaslight, the Bitter End, those coffee houses, and started his career from there. A lot of his songs, has hundreds of songs recorded by everybody from Willie Nelson to Placido Domingo. So I mean, it's a wide gambit of people.
You know, even Porter Wagner and Dolly Parton did a duet for one of his love ballads. His music's beautiful.
Let's take a look at the next one.
Oh, Miss Jana Jae. You know, Miss Jana is probably more well known being the lady with the blue fiddle on Hee Haw.
But she's known outside of Oklahoma more than inside.
But she actually is. She's known worldwide. Yeah. She's traveled to Vienna, Japan. And you know, actually, she was trained classically to start with. Her parents went to Juilliard. She started at 2 with her grandfather on a classical violin, and then eventually moved into the fiddling, more of the feel-good fiddling. So.
And anyone who has not heard what this lady's capable of is missing out.
You know, I got the opportunity last year to hear her at the Fiddler Hall of Fame ceremony. She played Orange Blossom Special, and it was beautiful. That woman's wonderful.
She's terrific.
Wonderful.
Let's take a look at the next one.
Tom Skinner. You know, there's Red Dirt music, you know, and let's see, Tom Skinner. the name leaves me right now, but you know, Garth Brooks. Tom Skinner played with Garth Brooks. One of his first band members played bass for him whenever he first started out. Bob Childers was another person I was talking about. Mike McClure, kind of the godfathers of Red Dirt. But if you want to get back to the true godfather of Red Dirt, you need to talk with Woody Guthrie. He's kind of the true godfather.
I'd love to,
of Red
but
Dirt.
He's been gone for a long time.
Yeah.
I know. But you know, Tom Skinner has a great history with Garth Brooks. Kind of started in his band whenever he first went out to Nashville. Played bass for Garth at the time, and you know, Tom was the only one with the kid back home, and so he made the decision to kind of come back home, and he says he's never regretted it since. But Tom is just a great singer-songwriter, very personal with his songs. Tom has always wanted to bring somebody up to sing with him, but just a great singer-songwriter.
Let's take a look at the next one.
Otto Gray and his Oklahoma Cowboys. You know, they were the first Western band in Oklahoma.
I did not know
They toured the vaudeville scenes. You know, and you know, Michael and Jim, our executive director, and I sat down last week and we looked up a video on YouTube of them, and it's very vaudeville, very entertaining. But boy, they can rope.
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
They actually started out as McGinty's Oklahoma Cowboy Band.
Get out of here. Is that
They did.
right?
Yeah, and Billy McGinty, and he kind of left, and then Otto Gray took over, and their manager, George Youngblood, introduced them and said, "I'd like to introduce these boys to you. They can fiddle with the best of them, but they can also rope and ride anything that has hide, hair, or horns."
Yeah. You know, they were real ranchers. Each and every one of them
Yeah.
actually owned their own ranch, and they were farmers and ranchers before they were musicians.
Let's see another inductee.
The Apache Tribe of Oklahoma. We induct a Native American tribe into the Hall of Fame about every 4 years. We have the Caddo Nation. We have Wichita and affiliated tribes. I mean, songs that just date back thousands of years, just beautiful music.
Now, we need to point out these are native tunes. These aren't things
Yes.
you find
Yes.
on the
Yes.
Wurlitzer jukebox.
No, I mean, they're ceremonial music. But just like I said, beautiful songs. We have Cheevers Topa, a Native American Grammy-nominated artist, as a rising star. We have Young Bird as another rising star. So we like to appreciate our Native American roots here in Oklahoma through the Oklahoma Music Hall of Fame.
Okay, we have another one, I think, to show folks. We don't? Is that it? Okay, those are all the inductees we have so far. How many inductees altogether are you bringing in for this year?
This year we have 5 inductees, and we have one Governor's Award recipient, Mr. Sherman Halsey. Sherman is the son of Jim Halsey, an inductee, and he started at the age of 13 putting up posters for his dad for those Hank Thompson shows or the Oak Ridge Boys or Wanda Jackson, and went on to go to the University of Kansas. He's actually from Independence, Kansas, but had a huge hand in on the Jim Halsey Corporation there in Tulsa, and kind of after he graduated, went out to California, Beverly Hills, and kind of did both the Tulsa scene and also the California scene, and discovered Dwight Yoakam. And I mean, he's directed videos for Tim McGraw, Lee Greenwood. I mean, a plethora of country
No slouch.
superstars.
Absolutely
none
no slouch.
whatsoever.
I'd be curious to know, do we singer-songwriters, performers of all venues musically can be found in the Music Hall of Fame? What about the folk who, because we have a lot of them, who build the instruments, fiddle makers, harmonica builders, banjo makers, are those also eligible for induction?
We have, I mean, you don't necessarily have to be a musician. We also have John Woolley, music critic for the Tulsa World.
He's a walking encyclopedia.
Yes.
Gene Triplett with the Daily Oklahoman. I mean, so you mean just a statewide impact. I mean, if you are a master guitar builder and you've have guitars that go out to Garth Brooks or Blake Shelton or some other huge artist, and you've made a great impact.
We're running out of time,
Okay.
and I need to ask you very quickly, when is the event itself and where?
The event is March 14th, and it's at the Freeland Center in Bristow.
Okay, and is it open to the public?
Open to the public. Tickets are on sale now, $30 for general, and if you want a VIP, they're $125.
And where can they get them?
You can get them online on our website, omhof.com, omhof.com, or you can go to thefreelandcenter.org and get them.
And also you can go to protix.com and get those tickets as well.
We're out of time. Thank you both so
Thank you.
very
You're welcome.
much.
Thank you so much.
And that's it for this week's Perspectives.
Oh, you've got to.
In that building, in 1906, Oklahoma.
Freight depot. It's fantastic.